Hey guys, welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we continued with the second episode, and we talked with Maya in the detention center, we talked with Gumshoe, we went to Grossberg's office, which he wasn't there, and then we were talking with May here. So, and now we have to go either back to the back to the detention center, I think, or Grossberg's offices. Let's go here first. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard, I could have gotten a lot louder, but I didn't. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. Yes, grander. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Acha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Well, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Also, he said that he wasn't busy these days. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see? But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. Well, what do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Yeah, his attitude is a bit, How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha! You know it. Oh, I may have skipped that. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave, the straw hat, it's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying, jeez. Okay, pretty sure we can't present anything to him either. Yeah, there's nothing to present to him. And so now we go back to the detention center. Since he refused. 3:42 p.m. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? Such a lame excuse. You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Also, the music in this game is pretty cool too. your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. Your mother. Though, the women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. Ugh. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I have to become independent, or I will lose my ESP. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name, my sister told me. White? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m., time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'm not gonna say go home just out of curiosity. I guess I am kind of curious what would happen. Like, would it be just game over, or what? I don't know. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... Can't abandon you, someone else is the culprit, I don't know why. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Alright, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer. It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Present your phone. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Yep. Thank you. Oh, no, we can't do anything with that, alright. So we're just gonna have to listen to it ourselves. Oh, never mind, it's not listen, but... Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. Well, I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. Okay. So we've talked to her, and now move. Either back to the Gatewater Hotel. I think it's the Gatewater Hotel, actually. It is, okay. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver some room service, not some, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, Bellboy? Still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Yep. To be continued. Next time. No. Yes. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Ow. My desk. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Which is absolutely, a lie, because if you remember correctly, in the last episode, 2 episodes ago, that when we were already there, right? Both of us were there, and she passed out, so we went and put her in the office, in that other room, and we were exploring, examining the crime scene, and we examined the phone that was, missing some screws. Then after that, then she called. So she was already dead. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something's the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. I don't know, do I have to do the pressing? I might have to. Sometimes it's required, so it might be here as well. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single contradiction in there. I'll just have to take Maya's advice and press him on anything suspicious. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. I think it might be this one. Her memory. Hold on just one second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Well, what? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess first thing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Well, I know what to do here. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective, Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Yeah, I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I will. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Well, I say... Wait, not that. Or not that either. It'll be this. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no but-ing your way out of this one, detective. And then something's gonna happen. Order, the defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Well, when? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Well, what? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning, and then away. Yup. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. I don't know what to say. I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe. Are you calling me a fool because I believed your report? Huh? Me? I'm not, huh? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. Eh? I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good under evaluation next month. Oh, what? But, sigh. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's an obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. But that will be next time. Gonna end it here. I'll see you guys next time for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.